Stillman College family. I'm excited to be back for day 2 for your religious emphasis series. Yesterday, we started the theme of purpose pathways, and we will continue in that vein on today. We talked about how to find your breadcrumbs to purpose on yesterday, and today we're going to talk about how to round out your circle, rounding out your circle. Can I tell you something this morning? Can I tell you something? I'm excited about your destiny. It is beautiful there. There, you're at the top of your game. It's a place where you're successful. But can I also tell you something else? That everyone won't fulfill their destiny. Only those who seize their future and forge the path to their destiny will see it. And in order to do that, there are some things in your life that you just cannot leave to chance, just as you chose to stop by Stillman College in your early adult years to grow and to prepare for the path ahead. You should be intentional in other areas of your life as well. The most expensive fish in the world is the Japanese koi fish. One of these fish on occasion has sold for $1.8 million. That's a lot of money. But when these fish are born or birthed, they can grow between 24 and 36 inches. And one of the variables that determines how much it can sell for is its size. So there's a big difference between 24 and 36 inches. That's about a 12-inch difference. And so if you were a fish salesman and you knew you could get $1.8 million, that the potential existed there, you would want that fish to reach its maximum potential of being 36 inches. So you'd want to know what causes the disparity in the size. How could you make this fish grow so that you can make more profit off of it? Well, when this fish is developing, it has to be in an environment that is conducive to its growth. So it has to be in a pond where there's a certain amount of sunlight, that there's certain nutrients, and there's certain plants around this fish. Even the temperature of the pond has to be just right in the climate that the fish grows in. And so all of these variables make up a recipe that impacts the size of the fish. So the fish, the ecosystem that the fish grows up and develops in really has a lot to say about how it grows, or if its growth is stunted. Well, this principle applies to more than koi fish. It applies to you. There are certain variables in your environment that can either contribute to you reaching your maximum potential or stunting your growth. While koi fish aren't able to control the variables in their environment, there are certain elements in your environment as a student that you get to control. You may not get to control the color of your residence hall. You may not get to control who lives around you in your residence hall, but there are some things right now, today, that you can control in your life that will impact your future and if you reach your maximum potential. So once upon a time, long ago, I was a college student and I had a whole lot of fun. And I built relationships that lasted well beyond my college years. And if I could have been intentional about a few things, one of those things I could have focused a little bit more on, just looking back, I could have focused more on building a well-rounded circle. So this morning I'm asking you, who is in your circle? Who is in your tribe? While it is great to have friends that you can go to the step show with, that you can take spring break trips with, I want to encourage you to have a well-rounded circle. So one of the things that you need in your circle in order for it to be well-rounded is to have an accountability partner in it. And so when you think about driving down the highway and sometimes there's a car to the left or the right of you, but you don't see the car in your rearview mirror or your side view mirror, and it's called your blind spot. You can't see the car because that's your blind spot. And in the same way in life, there are some things you will not see on your own because you're emotionally attached, but you need that person that can see you from a third party view perspective that is not emotionally attached to the things in your life. And they can help point out your blind spots to you. They can see the things that you don't see. And so we all need these people in our lives, no matter how old or young we are, no matter how much experience we have, we all need an accountability partner. They help us to determine whether we reach our goals or not. And when we are falling off our track or we're getting off of where we said we were going, they nudge us back on and get us back on the track towards our goals and our destiny and headed in the direction of our purpose. So what's a good way to start scoping out an accountability partner? Who's in your life that holds space for you in a non-judgmental way, meaning that they listen to you. They listen to you and ask you the important questions. They point out areas of caution to you when they sense them. And on your tough days, they remind you of who you are, of who you really are. Who are these people in your life? Having an accountability partner in your circle will contribute to it being well-rounded. So that was accountability partners. The second thing I need you to do to begin to round out your circle is to check the access level you have granted people in your life. Sometimes we give people more access than they need to us, especially if we're trying to build a life that has a positive impact on ourselves and those around you. Have you ever gone to a concert and been given an all access pass? Sometimes you can win that on the radio station. When an artist is coming to town, their management company will allow all access passes to be given away. But when you get to that concert, you get the best food, you have the best seating in the house, and they'll even let you come to the back, to the green room and meet the artist. And so you find people taking selfies with the person that's actually performing that night because they have an all access pass, something that's different from everybody else in that audience. An all access pass has no boundaries. Is it possible that you've given some people in your life the wrong level of access? And now you found that somehow they're a bad influence on you. They have you skipping class, have you doing things that make you uncomfortable, or maybe they even talk down to you and make you feel like you're just not enough. Well, I want to tell you today that at any point you have the power to revoke any and all access to your life that is not healthy and conducive for your growth. If you're going to live on purpose, you need to be intentional about the levels of access that you grant those around you. So I want to see your destiny move from possibility to reality, not just being possible, just not being about your potential, but that potential begins to come into your present state on your journey right now. And that becomes a greater potential when you begin to round out your circle. This is one of the areas of your life where you control the variables and you can create an ecosystem that is conducive to you reaching your goals and your dreams. And if you haven't gained anything else from this series, I want you to seize the moment. You are in one of the greatest seasons of your life. Yes, we're in a pandemic. I acknowledge that. Yes, we are experiencing loss. I acknowledge that. And yes, there is a whole lot of grief. But if you continue to open your eyes each and every day, know that the story of your life is not done. And it's not by chance that you're at Stillman College at this moment in history. This very place is a necessary stop on your path. So make the choice to round out your circle and have a circle and people in your life that are conducive to the life that you want now and in the future. And not just that what you want and what you need, but what you deserve. You deserve a life, the life that you have been dreaming about. Your destiny, it's waiting on you. Your destiny, it's calling you, even in your dreams. And if you can make the necessary adjustments in your life that we talked about today, you'll be moving into the direction of your dreams and your destiny. So why don't you choose to round out your circle? Find an accountability partner. There's probably one already in your network. Find an accountability partner and let them know that that is what they are for you. And then also consider the access levels that you've given certain people in your life. and if necessary, have the courage to revoke any and all access passes that you've given out that are not healthy for you. You deserve people on your path and your journey right now at this pivotal moment that add value, that anchor you, that lift you up so that you can walk on that path without a whole lot of baggage and be in the places that God needs you to be. You have a purpose. God has a plan for your life. Your destiny awaits you, but you have a say. You have a role in molding and shaping the pathway as it unfolds. Thank you. It has been my joy and my pleasure to come and speak to you guys again at Stillman College. I am grateful for you. I know that this place holds so much potential. This place is a place that you are almost in an incubator because I spent time there as well. And I pray that you find people there that are lifelong friends, but also that are healthy for you and that they understand just how unique and how important the role is that they play in your life. God bless you. See you later. Bye.